From now on, we will go to Changdeokgung Palace from Jogyesa. Ready? Go! Cross the crosswalk located in front of Jogyesa. Is this your first trip to Korea? I'm sure you'll be satisfied with Korea's various charms. Cross the crosswalk and go left. Changdeokgung Palace was built as a secondary palace to the primary palace, Changdeokgung Palace, in 1405. In the following year, the secret garden was formed on the north of Changdeokgung Palace and was expanded in 1463 to blend in the space of governance and residence. Changdeokgung Palace was destroyed in the Japanese invasion in 1592 and rebuilt in 1610 before any other palaces. It was the major residence of kings for the next 270 years, until Changdeokgung Palace was rebuilt in 1867 and served as the de facto primary palace. From the age of King Injo to King Sunjo, more structures such as Ongnuchon Stream, Gyeojanggak Library, Juhamnu Pavilion, Aryangji Pond, Uidohap Study Area, and Yongyongdang Complex were constructed within the palace premises. In 1847, the Noxionje area was established, further expanding the grounds of the palace. Changdeokgung Palace was often called Dongwol, or the East Palace, and had no boundaries that separated it from Changdeokgung Palace. It was built in harmony with the surroundings and is regarded as the most Korean-style palace. Cross the crosswalk here. Donwamun Gate is the main gate of Changdeokgung Palace. The name Donwa means to edify people with virtues. Donwamun Gate was established in 1412. Because Jongmyo Shrine was in front of the palace at that time, the entrance was built southwest of the palace. Donwamun Gate was rebuilt in 1609 after being destroyed in the Japanese invasion of Korea in 1592. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Cross the crosswalk and go right. Donwamun Gate was used as the king's entrance, whereas the king's subjects used Junghamun Gate, which is the west gate. Initially, a bell and a drum were hung on the upper floor of the gate to signal the curfew time. The bell rang when the curfew began, and the drum rolled when it was lifted. Past the Donwamun Gate is a cluster of 8 pagoda trees that is designated as a natural monument. They are ancient trees that are 15 to 16 meters tall and 90 to 178 centimeters thick in the trunk at a person's chest height. Pagoda trees have been the symbol of subjects honoring a king since ancient times. It is assumed that they were planted by the entrance of the palace where offices were located. In Jeongjin Hall is the throne hall of Changdeokgung Palace, and it was where important events were held, such as the king's ascension to the throne, assembly of the subjects, state official examinations, and royal banquets. The name Injeong means benevolent ruling. Injeongjin Hall was built during the establishment of Changdeokgung Palace, but was later rebuilt in 1418. It was reconstructed in 1610 after it was destroyed in the Japanese invasion in 1592. In Jongjeon Hall is a magnificent mid-rise building built on a 2-story wide stone platform. Since the stone platform is low in height and has no railings installed, the hall appears simple compared to Changdeokgung Hall of Changdeokgung Palace. Originally, the floor inside the hall was covered with clay-baked bricks, but now the hall has parquet block flooring. The hall was refurbished to Western style in 1908 with light bulbs, curtains, and glass windows. The front yard, or the royal court, of Jongjeon Hall is covered with wide and thin stones like any other palace, and 3 paths are laid in the center to demonstrate the dignity of the palace. The courtyard also has stone posts that define state officials' positions by their ranks. Part of the outer corridors of Jongjeon Hall was restored after 1991. Cross the crosswalk here. We're almost there, so cheer up a little more. Cross the crosswalk and go right. Do you know about hanbok, Korea's traditional costume? Hanbok refers to traditional Korean attire. Koreans in the past used cloth, silk, hemp, raimi, and other materials to make clothes tailored to the distinct 4 seasons of the Korean peninsula. With a snug fit and soft lines, the clothes give an elegant look overall. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. The secret garden in Changdeokgung Palace is divided into Byongji Pond, Aryongji Pond, Gwalamji Pond, and Ongmucheon stream areas. The garden that was created at the establishment of the palace during King Taejong's period later underwent an expansion in King Sejong's time. It was further expanded to Changdeokgung Palace, which was built during King Seongjong's reign. Most of the garden areas were destroyed in the Japanese invasion and rebuilt in 1610. Later, many kings, including King Injo, King Seokjong, King Jeongjo, and King Sunjo, repaired and expanded the garden, which is what we see now. The secret garden keeps the natural landscapes of the mountain, with beautiful pavilions standing on 4 valleys. Each valley has Byongji Pond, Aryongji Pond, Gwalamji Pond, and Ongmucheon Stream. The wider and more open spaces of the secret garden get smaller and more intimate as you go in, from man-made areas to natural areas. The path eventually leads to Yungbong Peak, stretching from Bukhansan Mountain. The secret garden of Changdeokgung Palace was built for royal families. In addition to relaxing and strolling, it was also used for various activities such as composing poetry, discussing scholarly matters, fishing, boating, military practice, and even fireworks. Parties hosted by the king for queen dowagers, royal families, and subjects were often thrown here. The kings planted crops to experience farming, while the queens hosted a silkworm rearing event. Feel the happiness of your trip while looking at the scenery of an unfamiliar street. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Do you know about K-food? K-food has been taking the world by storm, with its superb taste and benefits to health. The World Health Organization described Hansik as a superb culinary model with nutritional balance, with many researchers reporting that Hansik prevents obesity and cancer. Korea is an attractive travel destination where Eastern culture and modernization coexist in harmony, and it is a destination that many people dream of. We finally arrived at Changdeokgung Palace. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip. See you in the next video. See ya!